Welcome, Jets fans, to another edition of Gangrene UK with Hippo Jets. And sorry to interrupt you there, Al, but we've got a special guest to confirm the season and episode because we always forget.
Yeah.
So we have Nic on, especially for this reason. I'm guessing we're in season 3, episode 6. Is that correct,
Yep.
Nic from Greensmoke?
Yep, you're right on the money, John. That is indeed
Good.
it.
Good man.
And
we are learning.
Thanks for letting me join you. Obviously, I'm here in Turkey at the moment. I'm on a little bit of a vacation, the old birthday week. I do it every year, and I just, thought I'd join you. And thanks a lot to talk about London.
Appreciate having you on, mate, from all the way over there. That's great. Good old Turkey.
Given permission to speak yet, so I'm just going to sit here in silence until John introduces me properly.
Yeah. So, how are you, buddy?
Oh, thank you, John. Yes.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Good to see you again.
Yeah,
mate.
You see me all the time, don't you? Yeah. So last week we were calling Nic the brains of the operation, so we thought we'd just cut to the chase and just
Nic is our. So for the listeners out there, Nic is our social media guru who helps. For example, when we were on the plane to the game the other week,
I heard about this.
He spent, honestly, he must have, fair play to the guy, he must have spent 7 hours going on our old channels to listen, to pick out key phrases and keywords to title every single one of our back pods. And every time I went over to his seat, it was like, he was listening, it was like, John, man, I got this one sorted, check this out. Oh my God, this is belter. Not only was he doing that, he was also checking for any dodgy vocab that Al might have said during the last 3 seasons. And honestly, Nic, appreciate that, mate. It means a lot. So we now have QC.
He knew he was going to New York for 4 or 5 days with you, and he thought, I know what I need is to listen to more of John in my ear.
Yeah, but no wonder he didn't speak to me for the next 3 days.
No, just excellent. What was interesting is before we obviously came on air, we were talking about potential titles, and one of the things that came to my mind was a throwback to a Thanksgiving one, like season 1. We can call this All Turkey No Tommy, because that's what I am. So to people who don't know, go back to one of those episodes that I jigged up and I rearranged. Tommy the Turkey Thanksgiving Special 2023.
I remember Tommy.
We found Tommy. Yeah, Nic found Tommy.
Was that an awards show? That was an awards show, wasn't it, John?
Tommy the Turkey. Yeah.
Turkey sponsors.
I hope he's all right these days. I don't think he is, but you never know.
I don't think
he was a battler like the Jets.
We should say that for anyone living under a rock who doesn't know Nic already, you'll have heard John and I mention Greensmoke a lot. We always say Greensmoke sponsors the pod because it's our like not particularly subtle way.
Actually, to be specific, Greensmoke sponsors the betting corner.
Oh, that's right, John's betting corner. That's right. Yeah, Greensmoke sponsors John's betting corner. But it's our little nod to sort of say all the hard work that Nic does put in as Greensmoke. It sounds like a superhero, doesn't it? Greensmoke.
I'd take that. The amount of people that think it's a cannabis website.
Superhero, mate.
Sorry,
you are a superhero.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Right.
So tell us, how's Turkey?
It's all right. It's all right. I just it's hot. It's been windy today. I got me old holiday hat. How's that?
I like that one, mate. I like that one.
It's windy.
That is a good hat.
Nice and good. Yeah.
Anyone not watching and listening, first of all, why aren't you watching? You should be watching. But if you are, you've just seen Nic change up a Jets cap into a Jets sun hat, and it's exactly the same in every imaginable way, apart from one's a cap and one's a sun hat. So he's got all bases covered.
So the listeners want to know a couple of questions. Other than your Jets wife-beating vest that you got on at the moment, Nic, and the 2 hats you've just showed us, what other Jets garb have you taken over to Turkey that you're allowed in?
Trunks.
Here we go. Wow, it's like a
swing trunks.
Jets
swing trunks.
Wow, that's good.
Another T-shirt over there, some socks that I got from D7.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
Oh, cheers, love. Someone just give me something.
We're not going to say who.
Now you can describe what that is.
Birthday cake.
Is it actually your birthday today, Nic?
It is. Thank you, Mr. October 2nd. Thank you, Mr. I think it's to 21st February.
Mine is, yeah.
I wish. Sorry, for those who aren't watching this, I've got a birthday cake with a candle on it, and I'm about to blow out the candle. I wish the Jets would win in London, please.
Okay, go on. Did you blow it out in one?
Now. I was hoping we could throw in a win against Tampa as well, but you've only given us one win in the season, Nick. Thanks for that.
Well, I want the London win. I'm London. I'm Greensmoke.
We're going to go 1-16 now because of you.
Well, at least we're not going to score a winless like Detroit had Cleveland did, or was it Detroit a few years ago? I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, it was Detroit, Cleveland and Detroit, and they both did. Yeah.
So we got Nick on to talk about, before we talk about, well, we don't really want to talk about what happened on Sunday. We all witnessed it. Let's just move on quickly. Although we will recap a little bit of what happened in the Hippo, because it was quite funny.
Great night.
It was quite funny because obviously it turned into one of those typical speechless from kickoff kind of scenarios. So we had a good turnout. So to keep ourselves motivated, we were doing JETS chants first down for every first down. Those evaporated pretty damn quickly, so we had to think of other alternatives to do a JETS because we've been, we're pumped up all week. We do all we want to do with Jets fans is to get a few JETS chants out, just get it out of the system. And so we did. We ended up doing Buffalo fourth down Buffalo chants.
Fourth down, we do a JETS.
Yeah, we did a JETS there, and then what was on my brain is completely smashed in.
Do you know what happened? So I rode the tube home after that game with Kadeem, who's a Dolphins fan. He lives in the same area as me. And as we rode the tube home together, and he was saying to me that where he was sitting, there was a Giants fan sitting in the same little booth as him. And he turned around to Kadeem and said about us, the Jets fans, he goes, "Are they like that every week?" Because we were just so loud and so obnoxious and just kind of laughing at ourselves because it was a game that got away from us so quickly. Like you can see within halfway through the first quarter, we weren't showing up. Like the team didn't play well. The Bills did play well. The penalties, if it could go wrong, it was going to go wrong. And you knew from halfway through the first quarter, we weren't winning that game. So we had to entertain ourselves, John.
Yeah, I've just remembered now because my brain has rebooted. So the funny moment I was thinking about a minute ago, which I was laughing about on Monday morning, and in fact I was laughing on the way back home. I was laughing to myself on the train back home. Was we were about to do a JTS, and we were down 30-3, and then we got a first down. And we did our JTS. I think it wasn't that loud then. But then the Dolphins fans just all of a sudden kicked off. Massive cheer. So then we were like, hold on, guys, just calm down. I know you're cheering. It did appear to be they were cheering for us, like not sarcastically, but genuinely cheering. And we were like, boys, just keep the noise down. That was good. You had to be there kind of moment. You had to be there kind of moment.
I remember that, I remember the Dolphins fans cheering, but I didn't realise it was this was
right at the end,
cheering for us. But
before Tyrod Taylor, who on his fifth Jets drive led us to his fourth touchdown drive in his career as a Jet.
Right? Hey, that's good stats.
That's not bad stats, is it? So out of 5 drives, he's taken us to a touchdown in 4.
You see, John, you've got to be careful because now you'll be making Jets fans believe we might win with Tyrod.
Well, we'll come to that. We'll come to that in a minute. And just to recap that night, so it summed up the night when I got the train back home, and I was really focusing on, because I had a couple of cheekies to get over what was going on. I was really focusing on making sure I don't miss my train stop. So I was looking at my phone, I was looking out the window, and I was really focusing. Do not, whatever you do, fall asleep or do anything. I didn't fall asleep. But I got so distracted by Game Pass and the touchdown. I think there was somebody irrelevant, like the Cardinals. Carolina were making a comeback or something against Arizona. I was looking at my screen, and then I looked up and I realised, oh my God, that's my stop. And the doors was just shutting, and I ran and I tried and I missed it. And I was like, oh no, I've missed my stop, haven't I? And it's like that summed up the day.
So what happened?
I wasn't even passed out, and I've missed my stop trying to get off the train.
What's the ratio of how many times you miss your stop through passing out?
Very rare. Very rare.
You have to make sure you stay awake.
I sort of subconsciously wake up just before my stop. I don't know how it is. I've done it a couple of times. I've gone past the stop, but it's sort of like, yeah, these things happen though. Yeah, but long day, innit? Anyway, that's the end of that recap. Nick, you got anything to say?
Well, we obviously put out on the Twitter / X that the Hippodrome's had a refit. What's it like? Because I've not been there.
Oh, it's really impressive.
It's really good. It's funny because
really good.
All the it's got booths and seating areas, and it probably feels smaller in terms of there's probably less seats in there because there's more stuff. Like there's a bar in the middle and there's screens everywhere. But that makes it gives it a better energy because there's less people, but the people that are there are kind of like forced into conversation with each other. So it gives it sort of a bit. Whereas before it was kind of set up almost like a cinema where all the chairs were facing the screens at the front, and now it's screens everywhere and different angles. So we have a group of poor unfortunate Buffalo fans sitting at the table next to us, and we had great banter with them all night. We even took a picture, which I think we put on the. Online of us posing. I think we're a bit confused that we seemed happier than them, even though they'd just beaten us. Because I think they thought these guys, they've had a good time, even though their team has got absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, they said we were the most jovial Jets fans. I don't think they used the word jovial. No, jovial they didn't use that word. That was not a word they used.
I've never heard an American use the word jovial. In fact, we might need to translate it for our American listeners.
That's our new MO now. We're very jovial. Yeah. But no, they were very happy. They said we were just. I don't know that's the word they used, but
no, it's good. It's good to hear that it's all. Like I said, I've not been down there yet, but I want to use.
You're going to make it this weekend.
Well, I again, as I said to John last week, I hope not, because I'll still be in Turkey.
This Turkey excuse. You only get 2 weeks, mate. You're going to have to come. You're going to have to come to the Hippodrome at some point and
we'll
hang out with us.
Talking of Hippodrome and going back to what we were briefly speaking about before this we went on air. We were talking about obviously John's setup and all that, and we're talking about the Hippodrome. So I'm going to try to use it as a segue to merchandise.
Hey, there we go.
And you mentioned this is Gangrene UK presents the Hippo Jets podcast. So tell me, because I know one of us on here is trying to hide it, and I think by Al smiling, he knows what's coming up. Tell me about these jackets.
The jackets.
Because I want to say a big shout out to Gangrene UK. I want to say a big shout out to Anth, who sorted me out a really, really nice. If you look at Greensmoke, you'll see me. I was just literally by Tower Bridge showing it off. I've stuck all my game day pins on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Greensmoke, name, lovely. Tell me about yours.
So we had the same deal. We've got these beautiful jackets made, and they're lovely. They've got
show the listeners
the
jacket
with the light, but it's got all these lovely patches on it.
Mm-hmm.
It says Hippo Jets here. It's got a little GG UK aeroplane here. It's got the international flight crew patch here, and they've a little patch for us to make a Hippo Jets podcast patches going here, right? But we were also supposed to get a gangrene Hippo Jet. You'll have seen it. People will have seen on the show. They will have seen our new logo. But when the jackets were ordered, the logo wasn't ready yet. So what Anth did, in his wisdom, is he sent the order off to the manufacturers of the jackets, and for the gangrene Hippo Jets, he asked them. He wrote in "being made now" in the area where the thing was supposed to go, to let them know that we were going to send them the patch once the patch design was finalized. And that, in theory, is fine, except for
show him how.
Now we have "being made now" written in stitched on our jackets, and still no patch. So we literally just have "being made now" written on our jackets. I quite like it. I think it's funny.
Yeah. So we were given those jackets by Anth on draft night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it's taken me a few months to get over that one. So I think I've just about.
That thing's brilliant.
Over it.
But no, the new logo is everywhere now. But it's just got to be on that jacket. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. And when we get that, we will be getting the patches, and they will be available. And we're just literally today we're designing some Hippo Jets podcast patches as well, so they're going to be available as well. We're going to be hopefully have some of those to give out to people in London
Mm-hmm.
And we get there, and that in itself is a great segue.
Lovely.
Segway City today, guys. Segway City.
This is what the title of this episode should be. Segways are us. Segways are us. And we are segueing beautifully into... So kind of like the vision for having you on, Nic, is to like, imagine that I'm stupid, if you can, for a minute, and know nothing about London, and know nothing about the Jets, and I'm coming into London for the first time, and maybe I'm American, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm from somewhere up north or somewhere like that, and I'm coming into London for the first time. I get in on the Friday morning, let's say. What am I doing?
Okay, so firstly, might as well give you a rundown of what's happening over the weekend. So Friday, back by very popular demand, is the walk-in tour. So last year, as you may know, because you joined us there, Al, we did a walk-in tour from let's say Westminster, all the way down the Thames, past St Paul's Cathedral, through Borough Market, and all these other places. It was well received, really well received. So we're doing it again. This time we're going to add a few places. We're meeting at Piccadilly Circus.
Time?
At 11:30 a.m. on Friday for a 12 noon start, and we're going to walk down Piccadilly to Green Park, through Green Park to Buckingham Palace, and then from there up to Trafalgar Square, Admiralty break for a few drinks, and then pretty much follow the same route as what we did last time. But after Borough Market, we're going down. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it's called, but obviously you walk down from there, down the Thames, past HMS Belfast, the battleship, to Tower Bridge. And then from Tower Hill tube station, we're going to get the tube back to Victoria to the launch party, which starts at 5 p.m. So there's the official launch party that's taking place in Victoria at Greenwood. That's from 5 p.m. And then Talking Balls are doing, with Badlands, are doing a podcast, I believe, a live podcast at 9 p.m.
On the Friday.
So Friday
is jam packed.
I'm not sure. That I don't know.
Okay.
I was looking up some stuff earlier from a couple of the groups, Gangrene UK and Ireland Jets Fan Club, just to see what's what. And I can't ascertain anything but 9 p.m. live podcast, Talking Balls and Badlands. Saturday is the Vinegar Yard tailgate. So obviously last year was. Yep. So that was from noon. Last year was amazing because it had some special guests, had lots of people there. John, you brought your kids.
That picture you sent through, Nic, was well received on our little Jets group. Somebody, I think it was Lee, posted in and said they look so happy together, or look at the happy couple, or something.
Give some context, mate.
And John's got his little baby, and we do look like we've just met on Grindr and just
two men and a baby,
both made a baby.
Two Jets fans, two Hippo Jets fans and a baby. Yeah, that was a good one, mate. So,
can we also add,
looking for a Jets fan, and then the rest is history.
If you want to find that photo is actually on the Hippo Jets WhatsApp channel.
Yeah.
So look out for that, the WhatsApp channel. Again, Talking Balls and Badlands are together. Now, this is a really, really good thing because over the years, I've often said to Anth and some of the guys at Gangrene UK, and even earlier this year, I spoke to Olivia of UK and Ireland Jets Fan Club. I said, look, it would be great if you guys ever got together to do something. Yeah. Well, as luck would have it, this is going to be the big one. Both fan clubs are all coming together. Everyone is coming together. Hippo Jets, Greensmoke, Gangrene Sweden, I think we're there. Gangrene Germany. Everyone is coming into one place. Talking Balls, Belushi's.
Where's this, mate? But just to reiterate,
I think it's Belushi's.
Yeah,
London Bridge.
What time?
4 p.m. That's on
Saturday afternoon.
Yep. And then after that, at 9 p.m., I believe it is.
Yeah. It's our turn.
Hippodrome.
Yes, Hippodrome.
Hippodrome.
Home of NFL in London. Hippodrome Casino, Leicester Square. So
last year, we went back. A lot of people have come back to me over these last 11, 12 months and said, look, that was brilliant. What we did at the Hippodrome after the game. And obviously, big shout to Jake, who did something. Yeah, he did something, I think it was on Saturday night, was it? But it was really, really good. So this year, again, I believe it's called Gangrene UK After Dark.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. 9 p.m. Hippodrome on the Saturday. So
that'd be a really good thing, because obviously we're going to be so excited the Friday and the Saturday before game day, which is obviously the most important part of the weekend, is the whatever happens before kickoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love, John? I'm just about to say this. What I love about it is we always talk about, like, we always win the tailgate, right?
Always do.
Well, so far, I'm this random Jets fan who's just come into London. I got in on Friday morning. I haven't stopped tailgating. From Friday morning at 11:30 at Piccadilly Circus, JETS walk, and then the live podcast.
Your voice is going to be gone by the time the game starts.
I'm just, the whole thing is like one big tailgate leading up to Sunday morning when we have what?
Tailgate. So this I have to be. Listen, now I have to be fair. Forgive me, guys, because I know Gangrene UK are doing a tailgate at the brewery, Redemption Brewery.
Yeah.
But it's important. I'm impartial. As someone who highlights and celebrates Jets in London, it's important to mention that the UK and Ireland Jets fan group are also doing back at the Victoria pub in Tottenham, and 2 brewers. They've got 2 pubs. But essentially, as this is the Gangrene UK presents Hippo Jets podcast, let's talk about the one we're having this
600
year.
600 capacity, guys. 600
capacity. We had about 600 there last year, didn't we? I think it's 800.
That's like 60. That's like, how many pubs is that? How many people get in a pub? 60. So 10 pubs. Wow.
Last year was phenomenal.
Massive.
I mean, it's been correctly marketed as an authentic tailgate. Last year, I mean, how many times over the years? We wrote, it was in a pod, a blog even that came out on Greensmoke recently, that over the years we tried, NFL UK tried. I remember going to one in Wembley many moons ago. It was just an open space, and it's just a couple of stalls. Subway was sponsoring it, and yet they weren't even there. But this last year, it felt just like a tailgate. It was, it was a pop of people there. I like to think that a lot of the learns have been learned. Like I said, Ant said there was only one.
When it's me and John are concerned, Nick, there's always room for more learning. There's always room for more learning.
But last year was brilliant. I mean, you had we had Gotham City crew was there. Jake Assman turned up. You had Mikey Holkhands. Boba Jet, and it was just
Frankie Boy Santa. Frank.
It felt like a proper tailgate. This year, it's I think bigger and better from what I've seen the plans from the guys.
Well, immediately it's better for 2 reasons. One, there's going to be a DJ, and she's going to be awesome because she's married to me. And 2, more importantly, I'm not going to be there. Unfortunately, I'm away working, but.
You've been blackballed, mate. You've been blackballed for your performance last year.
I've been banned. Ant was like,
you got to take a year out just have a word with yourself.
I still can't believe this. I mean, Hippodrome. I'm not there.
I'll be there on the Saturday. I'll try and keep me away on the Saturday and the Friday. I'll be there for all of that, but then the actual game day, I'll be over the English Channel somewhere.
Hey, I got a segue as well. Since it's segues I've got a segue. So I don't know how this has happened. But on that Saturday morning, so bearing in mind Friday night we're going to be in Greenwood, the Jets are going to be there, blah blah blah, raffles and excitement, and I'll probably get home late, like 1 o'clock or whatever ish. First thing Saturday morning, the missus and the family, we're doing the Royal Osmond Hospital, whatever it's called, RBC walk for the kids. First thing in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, 2K. So doing that for about an hour, and then bringing the family down to the vineyard straight away, fully decked out in Jets gear.
You do 1 5K run in New York, and you've clearly caught the bug.
Well, there was chat about it, so that's the turning point. See, there was so much chat, but it didn't actually happen for whatever reasons. And now I'm just there. I know, no matter what. Walking. Anyone can join, yeah. Anyone can join, yeah, whatever.
Did you start
at 10 o'clock?
Hyde Park, 10 o'clock, Saturday morning. So it would be absolutely amazing if we had full of Jets fans doing the walk.
JTSing.
Raising money for charity, doing the JTS chant, and then we go straight away to the vineyard. So I'm throwing that in, curveball in that, and I'm throwing it in there, and I'm open to anyone joining us. So you don't have to, no pressure. But I know where you live.
All of this,
I know where you live.
All of this stuff people can see on Greensmoke. You've got all the information on the World Wide Web, Nick. Where's the best place to find it all?
Well, it depends where you are, because obviously there's a website, Greensmoke.London. Greensmoke is also on Twitter, /X, Facebook, Instagram. What's that one? Blue Sky. Sorry, something I've forgotten. And obviously there's a WhatsApp channel. So it's pretty much everywhere.
Channel. So wherever you are, you just got to type in Greensmoke.London if you're on the web, and all your beautiful work will come up, and they can find out everything they need to know about where to go on Friday, where to go on Saturday, where to go on Sunday, and how to have the best time. That's amazing.
And if you are on the Friday afternoon, because we're moving, we're a big, like a mass, like a green mass moving around, smooching around London. If you think, oh my goodness, I've missed the meeting point at this particular time, just go on Twitter and find Greensmoke or Hippo Jets, and you'll find us. Or just listen to the JETS chants. In the middle of London.
High point in London. Go up the Shard and look down. You'll see us.
Yeah,
this is a green wave.
Blob of green, like floating around,
like the poison in the Ten Commandments. I'm going off track here now, aren't I?
Or like the Venom. Venom. The film Venom. You got the blob, the monster blob that turns the guy into Venom. We're like that, like the blob of green.
But let's not forget, there is a game.
Moving.
There's going to be a game against the Broncos, and let's not forget, I've made a wish. So it's going to be a good game.
One win. One win, guys. Courtesy of Nic Grant is going to be against Denver. Seriously, what would we be? 0-5 at that? Is that week 6?
Do you know what? It's great.
Yeah, it is week 6.
It is, I think so, yeah.
I think it's week 6. If we're 0-5 going into that game, I'm going to be expecting a win because of your birthday cake. I'm going to be expecting a win. Listen, I want to keep going with this because I want to imagine I've never eaten food in my life and I don't know anything about where to go in London. Let's imagine I come down on the Thursday. Where am I? What would be your hot recommendations for where to eat, where to go out? You are the fountain of all London knowledge. What would you say to? What would be your big recommendations?
So the first thing I'm going to mention again is going back to Greensmoke. Sorry, guys, but that's me. That's what I do.
What you're good at. It's what you're brilliant at.
So, as you know, you've participated a couple of times. There's a segment on most of the socials called Grub with Greensmoke. And what was really, really great to hear and see last year was a lot of people said to me, do you know what? On your Grub with Greensmoke, you pulled out the Golden Hind fish and chip shop. And we went there and it was amazing. So there's obviously that. If you want to find out where to eat, go to Greensmoke and look up Grub with Greensmoke, and you'll find like the fish and chips, Golden Hind. But the main one, obviously, is not the Hippodrome. Is not just a casino. It has two pretty amazing restaurants in there. The first one, Helliot Steakhouse. If you want amazing steaks, go to the Helliot Steakhouse.
John, have you eaten at the Helliot yet?
I've eaten there. It's nice, mate. Yeah, I've eaten there.
You know what it is? So Nick and I went for dinner there with our other halves not too long ago. We decided not to invite you.
Thanks, not taking offence, mate. So next time we have a little birthday party, for 5 year old, I won't be inviting you lot.
Got some cake. Birthday.
Yeah, that looks nice cake. I want to get the secret ingredient on that one.
We went for the steak, and it was absolutely beautiful. It just melted in your mouth. It was unbelievable. Way too rich for this northern monkey. Like literally, I was ill the next day because the food was too good. My system is used to like nuggets and chips and nothing classier than that. Like literally, that's the limit of my culinary expertise. So
you deserve it.
Why? Because I didn't invite you.
Yeah. It's called karma, mate. It's called karma.
Can I add that in the basement?
Especially hippo karma is even worse kind of karma.
In the basement of the Hippodrome is one of the Chop Chop by Four Seasons. Now, those familiar with Chinese food know that various locations in London have a restaurant by Four Seasons, pretty upmarket, higher end, and that's no exception when it comes to Chop Chop in the Hippodrome. As you go in the Hippodrome, if you're an American or someone from up north hasn't been to London, as you walk in, there's only one main entrance, and on the left is a cabinet full of trophies and awards. You'll see how many Chop Chop have won. It's really good.
Oh, I've never stopped to notice that. I don't register as a Jets fan. I don't register awards and trophies. It just kind of like I just kind of walk past them. They don't exist in my world. What I will say about Chop Chop is, to big them up even more, is where the Hippodrome is for people who know London. It's like right on the edge of Chinatown. So if you go at the back entrance of the sort of sneaky side entrance of the Hippodrome, you're basically in Chinatown with all the Chinese restaurants and the stuff like that. But still, Chop Chop is one of the places you would go. Even though it's not technically in Chinatown, it matches up to anything you can get in Chinatown, and it's inside the casino. So, yeah, we love that place.
There's various different places I've put on the Greensmoke for places to eat burgers. I mean, I'm not sure if Americans want to come over and eat burgers, but if you do, there's various places. Obviously, if you want something different, maybe some bagels and stuff. Al, you was in the one for Bagel Bake, which is up Shoreditch Way.
Yeah.
If you want tea,
you did pizza, didn't you, with Nigel?
Yep, pizza with Nigel. That was in Hammersmith. I also did a couple of Nigel came where we did a couple of pop-ups where some New York restaurants came over. But afternoon tea. Now, if you do,
that's a good one. Americans will like that afternoon tea. Yeah.
So
that's a good one.
There's the Wolseley, which is where Anthony and I went to last year. That's pretty decent because the waiting list isn't that long. You can go to the Ritz. You can go to Fortnum and Mason's.
The Ritz one is absolutely brilliant, really nice.
They're all nice, but some of them, like the Fortnum and Mason's, there's like a 2-month waiting list, and you can actually get the same thing in the Ritz or in the Wolseley, which are all pretty much next to each other in Piccadilly. Yeah. So that's some of the places I would suggest to eat. But like I said, check out Greensmoke. I can't say that enough. I'm using this as a great advertising tool because we never mention it on here ever.
No, exactly. Yeah, we hardly ever mention Greensmoke. It's a rare thing. People have never heard of it. But no, you should check it out. Like there's blogs on there, really good articles on there, written from all kinds of UK-based Jet fans. So if you are coming over and you are looking for somewhere to eat, stuff to do in London, or just want to know what the deal is with the Jets weekend of awesome, then Greensmoke is the place to go. Very quickly before we talk about Tampa, something I forgot to do last week because I'm an idiot. I wrote it down. I've got my little sheet and I wrote it down on my little sheet and I still forgot. Is to officially announce that there is a Jets watch party happening in Liverpool for the Dallas Cowboys game. Now, they haven't confirmed the actual bar venue location for where the watch party is going to be, but it's somewhere in Liverpool. So start booking your trains, start booking your hotels now. This isn't a Gangrene UK thing. It's a Jets thing. Gangrene UK will be there. I'll be there. It's where I'm from. It's my home. So I'm super excited about it. And it's obviously the Sunday, October the 5th. Talking about birthdays, that is 3 days after my 21st. On the Sunday, the Dallas Cowboys game. So I'll be there. I hope to see as many of you as possible there. Once we get the information about the actual venue, we'll mention it on a future episode. And of course, it will appear on all the Gangrene UK stuff. We might even be able to convince Greensmoke to pop it on, even though it's not London themed. Just for London fans that are travelling north.
Okay. Well, I think I'm coming up as well for the day.
Hey?
I think I might be coming up for the day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come to the Everton game with me, mate.
Mate.
Would rather pick your own eyeballs out. You can say you'd rather pick your own eyeballs out. That's fine.
I've got some forks here. I'll stick them in. Yeah, exactly. Stick them in.
By the time we next record, by the way, Wolves will have played Everton in the League Cup. That's happening next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday,
that game.
Wow.
Is, yeah. So
yeah.
So we might not be talking to each other on Wednesday when we record next week's pod. It might be everything will have to go through our guest, which is going to be Heiko from Gangrene Germany is going to be here with us next week. So he might have to do all the talking because you and me won't be talking.
No, at the moment Wolves are doing exactly the same as the Jets, so like completely winless. So it's not looking too good at the moment. Anyway, moving on quickly off that segue. Thank you very much for that, Ronaldo. Thank you for sort of slitting my wrists. What's next? So, is it time for the Greensmoke sponsored podcast betting corner?
We can do that. We can do a little preview about Tampa in general before we go into the actual bets.
What, Tampa Bay with Tyrod Taylor?
Tampa Bay with Tyrod Taylor. It sounds good, doesn't it? Rolls off the tongue.
Well, that's a that's a perfect segue because I'm now going to go into one of my bets, which is the first one.
Okay.
So before I do, just want to say to all the guys out there who are listening and putting these bets on. Last week we went 4-1.
4-1 and 3-2 the week before, right?
Yeah, so that's 7-3. My math, my
if only the Jets and Wolves had records like that.
One day, mate. One day. So all this is documented. So the first one I'm going to do this week is Tyrod Taylor because he's going to run the ball and we're going to run the ball. That's all we're going to do. Run, which means he isn't going to pass that much. So less than 30 passing attempts.
Yeah, it seems like an easy one, that.
Get that in quickly.
What odds did you get on that, mate?
Everything's 2-1, mate. Everything's like double.
You always go 2-1.
Yes, everything's double.
Okay.
So under
30, that's a good one. We like that one.
Under 30.5. When I say 30, it's always a 0.5 kicking around. So under 30.5, which means if he throws for 30, you're a winner.
You're good, yeah.
If he throws for 31, you are just like Everton, a loser. Right.
What would a half pass look like? Would it be like if he like pulls his arm back to pass it, and then he gets the ball stripped as it's just gone here? Is that a half pass?
Quickly moving on to my second bet. Okay, second bet is we're going to have a big shootout. We'll talk about that one after, mate. All right, about half passes. The big shootout, Detroit, Dallas and Chicago. Dallas, obviously, 40-37 last week against the Giants. Chicago got destroyed 52-21 by Detroit. So this is going to be a shootout. And CD Lamb, now that Jalen Johnson is out for the year, the only decent cornerback in Chicago, his number's going to keep going higher. It was 80 at the start of the week, receiving yards. It's now 84. So we're going to go over 84 yards.
How high would it have to go before you say, hang on, pump the brakes? Maybe don't go
just
over.
Like high 8, just say 86, 87, something like that. Yeah. Pump the brakes then. And then the other flip side, Odunze, he's becoming the number one target for his boy Caleb. And his yards is 61. So he's going to go over 61 yards because Dallas have got no offense. So that's 3. Defense. Thank you very much. Yeah. I knew you there for a reason.
I'm redeeming myself for that half pass comment.
Yeah, you redeemed yourself, mate. Yeah, you redeemed yourself. Still got a lot more to do. We've got another one. Matthew Stafford playing the Rams. The Rams are playing Eagles.
Still going.
He's playing well. Yeah. Playing well. But Eagles are like a phenomenal defense. They are just going to run the ball. Stafford, they're going to stop the run. So Stafford's going to throw more, greater than 19.5 completions. Hopefully, So
his receivers.
He got Devontae Adams, our boy, our old
Never heard
boy,
of him.
And Puka Naku.
Yeah.
And then our last one. This is our last sponsored bet. Our last bet sponsored by Nic Greensmoke, who is very excited about all these bets.
He is. You can see
as
it.
You can see there by his facial expressions. Is the last one? I've got a selection of the last one, so I could really elongate this if I wanted to, but I'm not.
One, please.
I'm going to pick. This could be a low-hanging fruit, but there is a risk to it. So CMC as in the last 2 games, receiving has gone 73 and 52 yards.
Wow.
His number is 36.5.
Over?
Yeah, so yes.
36
going over that.
That's low, isn't it?
Because Matt Jones is the quarterback. He's going to dink and dunk, and that's what they do.
Who are they playing? Yeah. Who are the Niners playing?
Arizona, and you got Jennings is banged up. Ayuk is still out. Kittle's out injured. Pearsall is the only really wide receiver. What's that? So there's some good bets there.
Over 36.5. That's a great one. I like that one.
Yeah.
So lots of overs, lots of confidence.
How many
overs did you have there? Yeah. Was that 3 overs, 4
overs? 4 overs, 1 under, and I hate doing overs. But today's league is a passing league, so
today's league is a passing league, and John's confidence as a Jet fan in watching free-flowing, exciting football is clearly through the roof.
Yeah. So that's the bets this week. So good luck, guys.
Yeah. What are you hoping for across the year, John?
Just a winning record.
Week 1, 4-1 week 2.
Winning record, mate. Winning record. Over 500.
Stay above 500.
I'm looking for something the Jets are not going to get this year. Over 500. So
based on Nick's birthday bet, we only want to win 1 game.
Well, yeah.
I'll take that.
Proper massive under.
You know, it was painful enough being there. What was it, 2 weeks ago, John, when we was in New York? I wasn't. And
how many times?
And literally, I'm watching it, and it's like 34-32. And I actually got angry at the end. Everyone looked at me because I'm like literally fuming. I'm like, I just want to see the Jets win. I mean, I went there last year. Jets 27, Colts 28. It was like a last minute 4-yard touchdown for the Colts, and it's like I just want to see us win. So I'll take
You've
that
seen
one.
Win before.
Nick, have you ever seen the Jets win?
Yeah, I've seen them win. I saw them win against the Raiders. I saw them win when we went with Gangrene UK to the Bears game.
Oh yeah. We were there, yeah.
I saw him win in Wembley in 2015 against the Finns. Chris Ivory, masterclass there.
So what's your record there? How many games have you been to, Nick? And what's your win-loss record? Can we find a way to
we said this? We said this in the cab when we was in New York, and I wasn't. Where's it? I'm 3-6. I think we said
3-6. Oh yeah, actually yeah. That was a long cab.
Mind you had a season ticket, so yours is.
Mine's a complete losing record, yeah, because I was there. I did the season when it was 2013. So when it was Tebow was in the oh my goodness me, I was like, that was a bad year. That was a bad year. Bad year.
I think I'm on a losing record as well. I lost to the Rams. Remember the hook and ladder we went to?
Yeah.
We scored the only touchdown of the game and somehow still lost. And the
2015,
the Falcons game. Then
so 2016.
3 defeats, and then there's Nashville and the Pats home opener last year. So I'm
did well last season, 2-0, 2-2.
I was flying, and then the Vikings came to town. Yeah.
Cheers.
Horrible.
Sam Darnold, thanks, mate. No ghosts that day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Shout out to John Gorman, who was in fact that was at the Redemption Brewery tailgate when we took that picture of him and his mates.
Oh wow, yeah.
Ghosts.
And poking eye holes in the green sheets so they could go as ghosts. Right. Last thing we have to talk about. We have to give a shout out to somebody very special in our lives.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, perfect. I think
this has to happen, right? For a bit of context, Happy Dave is so called because he is such a traditionally kind of a real negative guy. The Jets suck. The Jets have ruined my life. And to be fair, the last year.
Let me just, for context, let me just read out his text from this morning. This was this morning.
Right. Yeah, he did text.
So this is this is Dave, right? So this is Dave, all right. First thing he did in the morning was when he woke up. Here we go. Okay, enough time has passed to think rationally about the latest jet loss. Here it goes. I want Glenn and Co. gone. Woody gone. Source, Quinnen, JJ gone. Acquire picks, re-sign Breece Hall, and offer LaFleur, HC, and full power. Pick top QB and reset. The LaFleur we fired, not the great one in Green Bay. And then Al goes, that seems totally rational. But should we also give a 5-year contract to Clemens on big money and tell AVT to quit whining and play on his injury? And then it continues. So this is Dave.
That's Dave. That's the kind of guy he is. And at the start of last season, the confidence that was running through this man about the Jets with Rodgers and the Jets with Garrett and Brees and Sauce and all the and obviously JJ after his great rookie season, the confidence flowing through him was amazing. And so he went out on a limb and he said, I am so confident that the Jets will beat the Bills this year. So confident that if they don't beat the Bills, I will get a tattoo of Zach Wilson on my body. A tattoo of a Zach Wilson jersey on my body. And we all laughed it off and we all said, yeah, all right, Dave. And of course, the Jets lost to the Bills. And and we all forgot about it. And we all thought, well, it was one of those kind of empty...
Totally forgot about it.
...that you mention in passing when you've had a couple of beers watching the Jets. And then here we go. A little bit to your right, Nick.
To the right. There we go.
You see it on Nick's screen now. That is the tattoo.
That is on Dave's leg, I believe.
On Dave's leg. He got it done. Zach Wilson too, and underneath it says Hippo Jets Podcast for life.
Tattoo Dave, we love you.
That's Dave, we love you.
Happy Dave. That is legendary. Whatever happens,
legendary.
Well, listen, John, whatever happens in our awards thing at the end of the season, that's going to win a special award.
Special legend status.
Yeah, legendary status.
Legend status, Jets fan forever within the domains and confines of this podcast.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Nothing.
What a guy.
It's going to be really hard to top that unless Nick Mangold comes on the pod and gets it tattooed on his face. I can't see anyone topping a Hippo Jets Podcast for life Zach Wilson tattoo on his. And it's not like he can even change it into something else because he's got the number 2 on there, so he can't even change it into a Garrett Wilson. He's got the Z Wilson tattooed on his leg. How do you explain that one away?
Absolutely.
Have you ever heard anything crazier than that, Nick?
Top man.
No.
That's legendary Jets fan status.
There's a question though. So if when we get, let's say we're in the Super Bowl, let's say next 10 years, so we're still Compers Mentos and all that before things go a bit wonky. What are we going to do to remind ourselves before we start losing our marbles? Are we going to get tattoos?
I think you should get a tattoo of Happy Dave, John.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing of that one.
As an
I don't know why.
You should get a tattoo of Happy Dave getting a tattoo.
What we're going to do? I mean, we're like 10 years to think about it, but
have you got any tats, John? Have you got any tats?
I've got no tats. No, so maybe we start thinking about what kind of special tattoo we're going to have.
Well, I don't think it's going to be a Zach Wilson jersey. I do think Dave's going to be on his own on an island with that one. A unique tattoo experience. We'd love to hear from you guys if you've got any crazy tattoos.
Any ideas? Any ideas for tattoos?
Not necessarily encouraging this sort of activity. We don't want to make it a competition. We don't want everyone turning up with the worst player you can imagine tattooed on the inside.
Butt fumble tattoo.
What's his name? Ryan. Gee, I forgot his name. Not Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan?
Rex Ryan had Sanchez tattoo, didn't he?
Yeah, didn't he have a dubious tattoo and then he changed it to a Bills colours or something?
He had a Sanchez tattoo.
Yeah?
He had a tattoo of Sanchez, yeah.
And did he change it?
I don't know if he changed it or not. I mean, that would have been a bit awkward when he was the Bills coach, right?
Yeah, that's my point. That's the point. He changed it. He had a tattoo. I'm going to have to look it up. But it's
Google it. Yeah. Find out and put it on the chat, mate. Yeah.
Who would be the worst player, John, you could imagine getting tattooed on your leg?
Jets player?
Jets player. Got to be a Jets player. Most embarrassing one.
Got to think about this. I mean, it's got to be the butt fumble, isn't it? But I mean, I've got to seriously think
the word
about
butt
it.
fumble tattooed on your butt.
What's been the most ridiculous play other than the butt fumble? We had the Flail Mary.
Oh, the Fail Mary. Yeah, the Fail. Who threw that? Who threw that pass? Was it Mike White? Was it?
Oh my goodness!
Who threw the Fail
It
Mary?
wasn't Mike White.
Was it Mike White?
It was the backup, wasn't it? It was.
Have a dolphin and just write Spike underneath it.
That's horrible. I think I'd rather have Dave's tattoo than that one.
You know what? I can't.
What do you think about tattoos then, guys?
I don't do. I don't do tattoos.
Yeah, of course you don't. Of course you don't.
This is talking about crazy stuff. And earlier on, John mentioned about losing your voice. It just reminds me of something completely. This is a segue again. Segues are us, but it's non-Jets. Yeah. It was the 49ers back in the 80s where one of their, I think it was their QB, lost his voice. And he was very good talk, good like that. So they literally taped a microphone to his chin to a speaker on his back. And you have to look it up.
I've seen this, yeah.
Yeah, and he literally played the game with a massive speaker on his back so that he could communicate to his own line. It was just bizarre. But yeah, sorry, random fact there.
I think I've seen an image of that. I don't think it was Joe Montana, was it? It wasn't like
no, Joe Montana. I think scored. No, there was a punt at the end, and he held the ball. I think.
Yeah. So it must have been somebody else. Yeah. No, I do remember that. Well, I don't remember it happening. I remember seeing that somewhere. Maybe one of our listeners can.
I don't know. I can't remember that one. Yeah.
Let us know about that, and let us know what they remember about that, and also let us know who it was that threw the Fail Mary.
Cool, guys. So, okay, I think we're wrapping up now, aren't we?
So I'm still trying to find this tattoo. Lots of him. Yeah, it's a tattoo of his wife. Rex Ryan had a tattoo of his wife wearing a number 6 jersey. So, but there's no mention if he changed the colour. In a Colton Schmidt jersey, but yeah, because he was the Bills punter or something. I don't know, but yeah, there's one for the listeners and the viewers to look up.
Somebody will let us know. I'm sure. So Nick, before we wrap up, if there's a Jets fan in Turkey, where can they watch the game with you on Sunday? Where are you going to find a casino in Turkey to watch the game?
On my iPad, my VPN.
Other tablets are available.
Yeah. So yeah. I'll probably be around Istanbul. So yeah, just have a look for a guy with a.
If anyone knows
Jets jersey on,
wife beating Jets teacher.
Don't say that.
Let us know. Let us know where the best place to watch football in Istanbul is.
Yeah,
please. We'd like to know that because Nick needs a favour on Sunday. John, you're going to be at the Hippodrome, mate.
This Sunday, yes, I will be for Tampa Bay game. Yeah,
that's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a cracking game. Tyrod Taylor is going to throw for under 30 attempts, and because we're going to run the ball down their throat, Vita VA, defensive lineman for Tampa, be scared. We're coming for you, buddy.
It's going to be fun. Listen, win, lose or draw, we are going to have a great time at the Hippodrome, just as we did last week.
Yeah, we had a right laugh. I know we lost last week, but we did have a right laugh.
Great laugh. It was great to be back at it. Great for the gang to be back.
Come down, guys. It's free. It's beers, free beers. It's like great.
Yeah,
really good vibe. Now it was always a good vibe, but this is like next level vibes.
Yeah, and then of course after this one, Monday Night Football again. So there'll be a Monday Night Football game at the Hippodrome, which is where lunatics on an 0-3 season are staying up till 4 a.m, watching their team play a pointless game in Miami with a bad.
There's always Americans that will be hanging around. They come in for the weekend, and they'll be there. So
come in. We'll be
come
there.
Come in, guys. Here we go.
McDonald's breakfast. Other breakfasts are available. Will be served right after we leave the casino. So we'll see you on Sunday, and we will catch you next week for our podcast. And we're going to have Heiko from Gang Green Germany with us, and Nick from Greensmoke, the legend. So many people have heard your name. Now they finally get to see the man, the face behind the icon. Nick from Greensmoke, coming on, mate.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. I'm thinking I was on before, but it wasn't on the.
It wasn't video.
It wasn't video. Yeah. Oh
yeah.
God.
We didn't think the world was ready for video.
You tell me about it. I've got a face fit for radio. Thanks, guys.
Anyway, guys,
we'll see you next week.
JTS, keep the faith.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.